Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happiness in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Chris Radekonde Oluchimi Chapo. Savannah News TV. When we make our living witness, watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yes, good morning from Savannah Television Studio, live in Toronto, Canada. Today being the 4th of May 2022. It's a bright Saturday morning here in Toronto, Canada, and as usual, we will be bringing to your doorsteps as news unfolds, all the news unfolds in Nigeria, Africa, and globally. And also this morning we will still be having on our studio a legal expert to throw more light on issues happening in our political arena in Nigeria. Having said that, we will quickly rush into the newspaper we have for today. And as usual, we will start with the Punch newspaper of today. The Punch newspaper of today: uncertainty surrounds APC presidential primaries as court okays statutory delegates. Policemen who responded to distress call fled on citing gunmen at home of my slain campaign agent. That is coming from Lambara Mako, the former information minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Soludo mourns former Biafra Army Chief Mediebo. Mediebo. That man, Mediebo, remember him? He was one of the strong generals in the Biafra army in those days. Seems the guy has answered the call of his ancestors. PDP reschedules congresses in Lagos, Imo, Benue, and Katsina. Again, Buhari departs Abuja for ECOWAS summit in Ghana. Southeast APC presidential aspirants abandon consensus meeting. PDP Plateau lawmaker joins Labour Party. Still on the Punch newspaper: 5 nabbed for alleged robbery, murder in Ondo. I think we should get details of this news, the in-depth of the news of this news. The Ondo State Police Command has arrested 4 persons over alleged involvement in robbery in some part of the state. This is a good development. The suspected robbers include Victor Bryce, 21, Abdul Rahim Mohammed, 22, Friday Emmanuel, 27, and Muhammad Sule, 23, while one Abayomi Abiodun, 20, was arrested for killing a boy. 3 of the robbery suspects were said to have been apprehended in Owo, the headquarters of Owoloa government area of the state, allegedly robbing a man of his motorcycle and a mobile phone. The first suspect was arrested in Akure. You see, the issue of insecurity is still rampant in our dear state. We crushed another 2,228 seized Okada to clear doubts. That is coming from Lagos State government. Insecurity threatens $600 million steel plant construction in Kaduna. Abiodun's emperor post not directed at Tinubu. That is coming from Ogun State government. Tinubu, Osibajo, Fayemi, other Southwest presidential aspirant meets today. On the sports arena now, Bordalas sacked as Valencia coach. Gattuso set to take over. From the Punch now, we quickly move straight to the Vanguard of today, 4th of May. Conspiracies around Tinubu as D-Day nears. Supporters fear attack on Lagos. (2023) INEC tax parties on deadline for candidate nomination. I think their deadline is 9th of May. Is it May? Sorry. 9th of June. Sorry, I'm calling May since morning. It's June. Sorry. We're in June. Sorry for that mix-up. We're talking of today is 4th of June 2022. Sorry for the mix-up, please. I live with poverty as roommate back on campus. That is coming from Charles Inoje. 2023 AFCON qualifiers. Ivory Coast beat Zambia 3-1. I have high regard and respect for President Buhari. That is coming from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. 72 hours to APC presidential primaries. Buhari departs Abuja for ECOWAS extraordinary meeting. Tonto Dike Nkechi blessing. Slam Reno Okri over Tinubu comparison. Also on the Vanguard today, you can get this very damaging story: how illicit drugs are imported into Nigeria through sea. Lagos monarch hails Adebule's election, urges politicians to eschew violence. Those who celebrate your sickness must not succeed you. University Don caution Buhari. Who are the ones that are celebrating his sickness? People just talk. Ansaru terrorists deny attacking Kaduna Abuja train. INEC overstretched by upsurge. in demand for voters card in Anambra. (2023) Beware of vote buying. EFCC warns Nigeria. But where were EFCC during the convention where it was an open market? It was not even a black market. It was a white market, because black market is what they do behind. This one they did it openly. It was a white market where dollars were being shared. EFCC, where were you? Why are you now crying out that you should beware of vote buying come 2023 general election? Where were you during the primaries? Where everybody is guilty. Everybody they are guilty of this, of spending, of doling out money, right from the state level, right from the assembly to the rep to senate to governor. They are all, it was an open white market. Now Biafra EFCC is coming to tell us trash after they have closed their eyes for a crime committed in the market square. Defunct Biafra Chief of Staff General Medebo dies. Sududu mourns. I made Buhari president. Comment. Tinubu spoke out of anger. Yoruba elders. Delta Poly indecent dressing affair. How we know girls who don't wear pant bra. Comrade Enebele, SUG president. Nesiama presents Senate agenda to Olu of Warri. Footprints of blood. When a brother keeper becomes a brother killer. What a quotation. APC candidate, keep your anointing oil. Allow delegates to decide. Obidike tells Buhari. Bandits in thousands live large in forests. Kaduna kidnap victim. So what else do you want to hear? He said they are living large in the forest, and there's nothing the security agency are doing. See, they are living large in the forest. On Lagos, the bike man that came from the US to Adenyanju to Lagos, he said, I almost died in the Sahara Desert. You thank God for your life. At least you have broken record. Still on the Vanguard, APC presidential primaries. Why Oyegun committee asks 10 aspirants. I think we should just quickly go again to this. INEC releases election guidelines. You will see all that in the Vanguard of today, 4th of June 2022. And this one again, court remands Osinachi's husband in Kuje. Remember the gospel singer that died? The husband has been remanded in Kuje's prison. From the Vanguard now, we move quickly to the Nation of today, the Nation newspaper of today. I have high regards, respect for Buhari. That is coming from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Still on the Nation newspaper of today, 3 siblings found dead inside parked car in Lagos. 3 siblings. Musician storms Access Bank to demand payment of caution royalties. Said Balogun emerges president of Tagman. Said Balogun, I mean, the actor, has emerged the president of Tagman, TGMAAN. Still on the Nation newspaper, still on the Nation newspaper today, 4th of June, crowd welcome Tambuwal back to Sokoto. Tinubu, only brand that can beat Atiku. That is coming from Shetima. I watched Shetima live on channels, and he was trying to highlight the achievements of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And no doubt, Tinubu has really paid his dues. He has paid his dues politically. He has, no doubt about that. And we're still waiting for our guest this morning to join us in this studio, and I'm waiting for our guest to join us in this studio to discuss what is going on in that country politically. He's a politician and also a lawyer, so I'm just still trying to get across to him to see if we are lucky this morning, because I learned he's on transit, but he spoke with me some few minutes ago. I'm talking of Barrister Mayor, the Akure-based legal practitioner and a politician. Well, let us go to the next newspaper and see and wait if we'll be lucky to have him on this studio. There's one caption here I want to see. Having on this studio. From the Nation, we now move straight to the Tribune. 24 hours after Abeokuta outburst, Tinubu says, I did not insult the president. Ekiti, election will be violence-free. That is coming from the National Security Advisor. For the first time, I'm hearing him talk. I've not heard him talk since this year. I'm talking of Major General Mungunu. It's neither the NSA. I've not heard him talk. Masquerader killed. Many injured in Kaduna explosion. In Kogi explosion, sorry. Just in, court grants statutory delegates right to vote. Lagos crashes about 2,006 Okadas. Okpabio cautioned APC delegates against election of wrong candidate, profile Pinache to security. Still on the Tribune, ban on Okada operations still in force in Kano. That is coming from the Commissioner of Police in Kano State. $400 level of OOU, I think that's Labisi Onabanja University student arrested over attempt to kill policeman. First Bank turns the corner, poised to regain leadership position. That is First Bank. On the Tribune again, we just have this. You see the poster of the Senate President in the front page of the Tribune. His campaign poster for president. Actually, we are all humans, and I get to start. I mean, I don't know, the heart of man sometimes can be so deep. These are people that they have used Tinubu. Tinubu helped all of these people. In a normal society, I don't think there should be anybody that it should even campaign, that should even print a poster for presidency. Where Tinubu is, they should have given him that first, what's it called? First refusal. They should have allowed him to ask him if he's contesting, and they should just run Tinubu. That would have been the best decision because of his input in building that party, APC. But it's unfortunate that human being, all of them today that are jostling to become president, going for the primaries, all of them they have patronized Tinubu in one way or the other, and it has been of help to them. So I don't know human beings. They are just I don't know. The mind of humans is so deep. And again, I think let's try again if we can get across to our guest this morning. And to do that, we still have to go to today's newspaper again. We are talking about the Premium Times now. We want to see what is really happening. 2023, Tinubu won't step down for anyone. As Governor Shettima says, dismisses Osibajo, Lawan, and others. That is coming from former Governor Shettima. (2023) APC group asks court to disqualify Tinubu. No APC player aspirant disqualified. Screening committee member. That was before they released this, and we now know that 10 were disqualified eventually. Still on the Premium Times, extradition, court fixed date to decide Abba Kyari's fate. You know, the disgraced Abba Kyari, the disgraced DCP Abba Kyari, who is currently in Kuje prison, as a file a motion or whatever that he should not be extradited to the US to answer charges of crime, fraud, internet fraud with Hush Puppy, and the court will decide his fate soon. Still on that, INEC release guidelines for conduct of election. It's still, that is on premium. It's still, you can still see that on the premium times. Let's go deep into it. The Independent Electoral Commission INEC on Friday released the regulation and guidelines for the conduct of elections in 2022. The guideline that supersedes all other regulations was released by Mohammed Yakub, the INEC chairman. I'm trying to see if you can see the timetable of that. The timetable is not actually here, but it just the guidelines is not itemized in this place, but we will bring it to the fora of our people. Well, let us try again if we can get across to our man. I know it's on transit. I'm talking of Barrister Mayor. I know it's on transit, but because I spoke with him this morning, I'm still trying to get across to him. Still trying to get across to him. And if we cannot, then we have to call it a day. It will be put to rest by this weekend. It will all be put to rest about the who is going to fly the flag of APC, because it's like that thing that issue is becoming worrisome to all concerned, even to non-politicians. It's becoming worrisome to all concerned. There is one again headline here from the Matrix: APC presidential primaries, fresh trouble for Tinubu and Mechi. Group asks court to disqualify former Lagos State governor. I will accept the outcome of honest primary as a true Democrat. That is coming from Tinubu. Amechi haunted by 96 billion fraud allegation. Court asks to disqualify him. That is serious. Court asks to disqualify him. Court asks to disqualify him. Let's see how the whole game is going to play. Let's see how the whole game is going to play. And we are still following as event unfolds. The campaign group of Asiwaju, they have released a press statement to throw more light on the outburst of their principal. I'm referring to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The attention of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu Prayer Campaign Organization has been drawn to the erroneous, misleading, and mischievous interpretation of his address in Abeokuta, capital of Ogun State, on Thursday. It is on record that the leading aspirant is in the forthcoming primaries of the Progressive Congress. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu addressed the national delegates of the party in Ogun State, with Governor Dapo Abiodun in attendance. In his effort to convince the party delegates to vote for him at the primaries, he went memory lane to provide specific instances when he brought his political clout and strategic skills to assist individuals, group, and tendencies in the party to gain political power. Those factual references are already in the public realm. They have been reported and analyzed in the media in the last 8 years. I think our guest is almost here. He's calling in, as I told you. Our guest is here. Yeah. God. Hold on.
Hello.
Yeah, let me call you back. Let me call you back from here. I don't know what is happening. Let me call you back from here. Just call you back. I don't know what is really going on. Our guest is already on ground. So let's see something. I'm coming. Hello, sorry, trying to, the camera is not available or use by another. I'm coming. Let me call you back again, sorry. We're having some itch. Hold on. Sorry, I think we have some little itch here. Let me just see what is happening. I think we are done now. Yeah, Barrister, you're about to
Yeah.
Can you, I think, okay, let me see. I want you to have a good reflex. Okay. Okay. Gentlemen and ladies, as I said earlier, we are bringing on this studio a barrister at law and also a politician. He's from Ondo State. I'll bring him in, and he will now do justice by introducing himself to the whole public. He's coming here to discuss about the politics going on in Nigeria, the legal implications, and about the coming APC convention. And we are going to have this discussion. Just as you can see how it took us time to bring him on board, and I think the signal has gone again. Nigerian situation, but we will bring him on this studio for sure. Let me try again. Barrister, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think it's the network.
Okay. Now you are, I can't hear you. You say what?
I am actually on transit.
Yeah, I know.
The appointment is a very, very important one, and you are sacrificing seriously for the growth of the country. So even if I'm on top of my wife, I have to jump up.
Thank you. Thank you, Barrister. I'm bringing you now live into the studio. Barrister, good morning. You are live in Savannah News Television and the world is watching. Good morning this Saturday from here.
Thank you. Good morning, Nigerians and all over the world. My name is Omoshua Olufemi Mayor. I'm a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the President, African Masses Parliament, and the President and Coordinator, Yoruba Fundamental Rights Defender. In African Masses Parliament, we educate the masses of Africa about their role in the business of nation building. We make the masses of Africa understand that their rulers are not their leaders, that their leaders are not their rulers, but their servants. So they should ask them for their servantship. At Yoruba Fundamental Rights Defender, we defend the rights of Yorubas all over the world. Because the way Nigeria is now, it has turned to, if you say you want to build a nation, and some other people are trying to drag it down, you have to do to the intent of Israel. So we lay siege as well, that whatever happens, your home is your home. So we are fighters for the right of the Yorubas, but we don't carry gun. We use our fingers to write. We use our mouth to talk. We are the eyes and the ears of the Yorubas all over the world. We defend their right in the government, in the military, all over, wherever. We defend them. That is what we stand for.
Thank you. Thank you, Barrister. Mayor, thank you very much for the introduction of what you represent. It's a very rich resume indeed. Yeah, Barrister, what is happening now in Nigeria, especially in the ruling APC party, it's like they are on a crossroad on who should fly the flag of that party, and it seems they have thrown to the dustbin the issue of fairness, rotation, and zoning. What do you have to say about this, Barrister?
You have actually hit the nail on the head. When we talk about fairness, when we talk about justice, it is very, very sacrosanct as far as nation building is concerned.
Yeah.
It is very, very important as far as democracy is concerned.
Yep.
The tripod stand upon which democracy is built. They are one, judiciary, two, executive, three, legislation. We have seen situations where the legislators and the executives, they are not doing well, their legs are walking. Any nation where the judiciary is formidable, is strong, the democracy is bound to thrive. The democracy is bound to be formidable. The democracy is bound to be okay. And the democracy is bound to be proud of. But in a situation where the tripod stand, the three arms of government, they are not wobbling, but they have been pauperized, they have been battered, they have been repressed. You can't expect anything from such democracy. The democracy will be like a toothless bulldog. The democracy will be like a dead horse. The democracy can be likened to a vehicle that is built deliberately to move forward and backward at the same time, which will be full of motion, no action. That is the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. To now connect it to the question about what is happening as far as Nigerian nation is concerned, I can tell you absolutely that the oneness of Nigeria is a progress in error. The movement of Nigeria, it is a progress in error.
How do you mean?
When there is a progress in error, you can't achieve anything. Some people, a particular section in Nigeria, they are ready to build Nigeria to the Eldorado of the dream of the founding fathers. But there are some clique in this country from a particular tribe. All what they are concerned about is to milk the resources of the nation, and they put another person of their tribe to subjugate the interest of others and perpetrate themselves in power, irrespective of the coloration of party, irrespective of the acronym that is being given to political party. What they are concerned about is, I am from so tribe, my kinsman must succeed me, and nothing, nobody can challenge them. And that is the situation we are seeing ourselves in this country. You discover that the PDP just concluded their primaries in Abuja in an orderly manner, but like a dead body that is being buried with the legs outside. When you bury a dead body secretly,
yeah,
and you keep the legs outside, it takes a more criminally minded person to catch up with a criminal.
yeah.
So some of us are watching them. He said, okay, Atiku will say there is whatever dementia is worried. You are bringing an older person again to succeed him, the person of Atiku. Atiku had his way. And mind you, the way we are in Nigeria today, it is only God Almighty that can make the miracle of an amputated leg that has been buried to grow back. I repeat, it takes the miracle of Almighty God that can make the legs that have been amputated and buried to grow again. That will help Nigeria, that will save Nigeria in the situation with which we are treading towards. Because I don't know the rationale behind people spending almost 30 million naira per delegate. Per delegate at the presidential, whatever. Atiku shared $20,000. Wike shared $15,000. Tambua shared $10,000. Other people share $5,000, make it $50,000, and now multiply it by the current value, current exchange rate, 600 naira. Then it's about 30 million naira. So, and we are saying we are poor. When we have that in 2022, what is going to happen in 2026 or 2025 when we'll be preparing for another election? That is by the way. But
Barrister, is it normal? Is it legal for aspirants to induce or bribe the delegates? And where, if it is not normal, where are our anti-graft agencies like the EFCC, the ICPC? Where are they? And
it is normal. Nigeria has been made to be a capitalist nation, wherever you get money, nobody cares. The anti-graft you are mentioning, they are like toothless bulldogs that can only back, but they cannot bite. They can only back, cannot bite.
Yes. Yes.
Now.
Yes, but we saw Barrister. Sorry, we saw a press during the news review. We saw where EFCC is now warning the electorate about giving money about buying votes. They issued a press statement warning the public about vote buying. But our question is that were they blind? What happened in
I have told you these anti-graft agencies, no matter their number, they are just toothless bulldogs that can only back, but they cannot bite. They can only arrest whoever they want to arrest. Whoever the government wants them to arrest is the one that they will arrest. It cut across the length and breadth of the politics. It cut across either in APC or in PDP.
Yeah.
The Ogapata of it we are expecting now is the one that is going to happen on Sunday, 6th or 5th of June, where you have about 23 aspirants in APC. We learned 10 of them have been disqualified, remaining 13 people. And mind you, in fact, there is an adage in Yoruba that says the type of music that is played or the type of drum that is beaten that makes a whole king to go to the tree and dance. Imagine where the chiefs in the palace will dance. A king went to the tree and danced because of a particular rhythm of the beat. can you imagine that the chiefs will dance? They will dance in the sky. Because this is a political party that pegged their presidential ticket form for 100 million naira.
First in the history of Nigeria.
Unique as far as Nigeria is concerned. We have never had it. It has never happened. It has never happened. And this is where the president, this is the party the president belongs to. This is the party the vice president belongs to. This is the ruling party, where the president never saw it as being an aberration.
And you remember the president when he was coming on board in 2015, he said he could not afford, he said he was vehemently against form of 40 million then.
That is it.
But today he's in that same party where they are now demanding for 100 million, and he said not, and he was not against it.
100 million. The senator will pay like 50 or 40 million naira. And House of Reps will pay 20 million. House of Assembly will pay 2 million naira. Now, by the time you now look at it, I'm taking the demograph now from where the point of obtaining the form. If it could be as tedious, as terrible, as devious, as wicked as that, then you cannot imagine what would be the resultant consequence when it comes to the primaries. Here we are talking about inducement of close to 30 million naira in the just concluded PDP convention. Here now you are going to see the bazaar, like the Catholic or Anglican bazaar. You are going to see how messy it's going to be. Now, let us now put that aside. Let us now look at the politicking itself. The politicking. The politicking here. Barrister, please go. You are go out of the camera. Shift. My people who are saying, okay, how? It's becoming very, very unhealthy. Very, very unhealthy in the sense that it does not confirm. It does not justify what we say our constitution stands for. It does not in any way confirm it. It is commonsensical that if a northerner had been in power for 8 years, reasonableness deserves it that another president should come from the south. There has been this understanding, even in PDP.
Yeah.
And why such equity should occur is simply because if you try it from your side, if you wouldn't put it, you wouldn't do it well, maybe another section will try it. Aristotle, father of logic, says no man is an encyclopedia of knowledge. Interdependency emanates from specialization. If you say you are good in baking bread, you may not be the one that is good in planting wheat. You may not be good in harvesting wheat. But the connection, the division of labor is about the product called bread. That is the reason why you can't do it alone. But when you now make yourself an encyclopedia of knowledge that has tried 8 years, can you imagine? I was younger than this when Buhari came. The strand of white hair that has grown on my head within these 8 years it has grown astronomical. It is so disturbing that I begin to imagine that is this how old I am? Because of stress, because of oppression, because of repression, because of survival, which is the first law of nation. So we say it is okay, you have tried. You have used the quota of your people, let it come back to the south. Let us try again. Let us bring our best. And that was what informed the governors of the south many months ago. They held their meeting first in Enugu and they took it to another place. And I think the person that headed them was the governor of Ondo State, Arapuni Akeredolu. He said it is wise. If you want to build a very nation, if you want to build a formidable nation, if you want to build an enviable nation, let us rotate it. We mustn't have an agreement. It is only when you demand for your right that you see northerners saying the right is not enshrined in the constitution. But when you know that there is no written agreement in the certificate of marriage between you and your husband that you are going to give her food, it is not there. That you are going to sleep with her, that you are going to make her to have children for you, But it is commonsensical that you will do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
When you are quarreling, you cannot leave the house without dropping money for your wife and your children.
Exactly.
We all know that. And it's a statement of fact. Then what we are now seeing these days is the northerners, especially the Fulani extraction, who has held Nigeria in the jugular for a very long time. They said if they can't get it through APC, that somebody should succeed Buhari so that they can continue all these herdsmen kidnapping, so that they can continue to build on the theory of Usman Dafodio that Nigeria belongs to them, which makes them to metamorphose after the Libyan war. From Mali, from Niger, from some other places, they have come to Nigeria. They are in our bushes, they are in our forest. And what they want to do is to make sure they take over our land, sleep with our women, rape them, start collecting money from us after kidnapping us. Anyone who cannot provide money, they kill the family. That is what they've been doing ever since President Buhari came. And they want somebody to continue with that. Because all we're saying is, oh, Buhari tenure is like a pregnancy period of a woman, which is 9 months. Buhari's pregnancy is about to be delivered by May 29, 2023. But he believes that by the time he leaves, if another person from another extraction should succeed him, they will not continue with the agenda. That is why you see that they fought tooth and nail. It took somebody like Tambua, who is a full animal, at the 11th hour, after declaring, after being given opportunity to talk once, because as an aspirant, you'll be given an opportunity to talk once before they start casting the vote. After talking, later, 11th hour, before they commence voting, or after they have commenced voting, he came up and said they have stepped down. How can you change the goalpost? How can you change the goalpost at the middle of the
match?
How can you shift it? And some wicked kept quiet, which is very, very bad. When you see a bad man doing evil, and you kept quiet, it is either you are an accomplice or you are waiting to revenge one day. When you see a wicked man, if you condone a wicked man or you tolerate a wicked man, it is either you are wicked, you are an accomplice, or you are waiting for something to hit back at the bad or evil that he has done. Wicked kept quiet, believing that the election can still go on, but it will favor him. Because in being second position, nobody ever knew. And had Tambua not stepped down, there is no way Atiku will have won.
Exactly.
It will have been a plus to democracy, not even to the south. It will have been a plus to democracy in Nigeria. And after their convention, Atiku Abubakar was declared. And mind you, Tambua is a full animal, and Atiku is a full animal. We learned it was the northern powers that ordered
Tambua
to
step down.
To step down, so that he can become the Senate president, having obtained the Senate form. As a governor, I had obtained senatorial form. Then by the time he leaves power, he'll become a senator and he'll become the Senate president of Nigeria, having come from the southwest. Atiku is from the northwest. Atiku is from the northeast. He will become president. And that is, and they are as if they have not satisfied their plans. As if they are not satisfying their plan. They are now looking at how to make sure they nip it at the bud and close all ends by making sure that even from APC as well, a northerner, the person of Lawan, emerged as the presidential flag bearer of APC. And if that will not work, a puppet should emerge that they can control, while subjugating the interest of other people. That is the reason why today they are fighting that there should be a consensus candidate. A consensus candidate. How can you have a consensus candidate where about 23 people collected or obtained funds, and you are pacifying, they said, Oyegun, I am so disappointed. I don't know that truly, I am confirming. They tried to say that leopards don't change their colors. You know what Oyegun did in the past? This same Oyegun is the one that is now so pretending on the screening committee, where they are now forcing, because we learned they forced the candidate. They were forcing them that if we decide to choose a candidate, will you say no? And these people, they are very careful so that they don't disqualify them. And they said, this party is supreme. And the man is now saying it yesterday that all of them agree in terms, except one person. And I know the person that said, that they said except, that did not agree with them is the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Who knows his onions? Who knows why he's going there? To make sure that he becomes the president and bring back the lost glory of Nigeria. Where the north, the south, the east, everywhere can have sense of belonging. And why we are not moving in Nigeria is we see what is good, we destroy it. The antecedent of Tinubu, I am not campaigning for him, but I'm telling you, there is antecedent. The people he has made and what he has made, as far as his political incident is concerned, has given us or has emboldened us to believing that this man is great to succeed and take Nigeria to the El Dorado.
Thank you.
We have ever tried.
Yeah. Thank you, Barrister Mayor. Quickly, we have just only 2 minutes more before we round off, so that I will not, so that you can continue with your journey. The president came up. He had meetings with the governors. He said the governors should allow him to pick his own successor, as they too pick their own successor in their various states. And he told them that even those ones that are looking for second term will be given an automatic ticket for second term, and those ones that are finishing their term will be given the privilege to pick their own successor. He was saying it because he wanted to have his way. Is all this, in all this, I just itemized or outlined, is it democracy? Is it fair? Is it just?
Mind you, let me, in fact, to corroborate the reckless and spineless crass impunity that APC is demonstrating and exhibiting against that little one that PDP did that made them to be voted out of power. The president, whenever he talks in silence inside the villa, whatever they want people to come out with is what he released. Do you know they have refuted it? They say he never said it. But the one that Tinubu said as a reminder, because the reason why you do good at times is to tell the person whom you did good to that will not appreciate it. You remind him that you have done good for him in the past.
Yes, exactly.
And what Tinubu said about 3 days ago is that I have suffered for this party. I have assisted Buhari in the past. Even when he contested 3 times, he wouldn't win. And he cried at the national television. He wouldn't win. I was the one that told him that, calm down, you are going to win. And he made sure he won. And do you know that the whole thing is now being stereotyped?
Yes.
It's now being raised with high alarm as if it's rude to the president. How can it be rude to the president? It's not rude to the president. It's not rude to the president. It's trying to remind him that if I have done good to you, you don't appreciate me, human being, that I've done good to you. How will you appreciate God that he didn't see? So you see the technicality now. You see the presidency, they are denying what Buhari said. The governors were there. He told the governor, he said, you people, you choose your successor. Please permit me to choose my successor. Which that is very, very undemocratic. It is not democratic at all. And we are not in military era where you can say you choose successor. Democracy allows people to choose the type of person they want. And how do you determine that? Through voting. That is what the governor demanded for. Let everybody go and vote. And in order to now massage their ego, in order to now bribe them, indirectly now say that people that will, in order to divide their blocks, he now said that people who are going for second term, will be allowed to go for second term. That means it's subjugating the supremacy of the law of the party. You understand now? So people who have lost, even as one-term governor, can now be replaced with somebody who lost. People have lost, even if you are a one-term governor, you have lost in the primary, then they will still put you there. And that is another gimmick of trying to divide the block of the governors. And you started seeing what Dr. Abiodun has started saying ever since the day Tinubu reminded him that you, because when you push a goat to the corner, the goat will have no alternative than to bite, especially when it doesn't even have, when the goat does not have an upper layer of teeth. But you will see an invisible teeth will come out to defend himself. Tinubu has been pushed to the corner. The party he registered with more than 2 billion naira by himself. The party that he brought people together with his influence. He nurtured it, and he said he cannot demand for the head when you have killed the cow. He deserves it. And Buhari has to be checked. Buhari has to be reminded of the good in the past. And this thing must not continue. It mustn't continue. If we want Nigeria to be one, this nonsense they are doing has to stop. If not, the election 2023 will not hold. It will be to direct all Israel. Peter Obi, having seen this ahead, as AK out, the man is determined to build a better Nigeria. He ran away from PDP and he went to Labour. And I can assure you, the way things are going now, you will begin to see gun salvos being fired by Tinubu. If by mistake they don't pick him by tomorrow or next, you will see many salvos. And this 2023 election, if it will hold, you will see the people of Eastern Nigeria. What they will do is to vote for their own man. You will see the Labour Party will vote. Anybody that votes for PDP or APC, they will kill the person. It will happen in Southwest. Tinubu may go to PDP, where other people will join in. And what they will do in that place is anybody that votes for PDP or APC, they'll kill the person. It will become a grand norm that it's not part of our law, but you begin to see restfulness, you begin to see anarchy. Let Atiku win it in the north. And let's say, and what that means is that it's a pointer to segregation. It's a pointer to the end of Nigeria. That is my conclusion.
Thank you, Barrister Mayor, for this beautiful presentation. And I know that you are full of ideas and explaining your points in details. And I can see our viewers across the globe. They are sending their what's it called, emissaries to you, that they really enjoyed your analysis this morning. Barrister Mayor, thank you very much. From Savannah News Television, we appreciate your time. We are able to pin you down halfway. I know you are in transit, and please watch your back and watch your front, and God will see you through.
We are taking Nigeria history as it unfolds, mutantes mutandis. In law, we call it mutandis as it comes. We are prepared for it. Whatever happens in Nigeria, some of you will be outside there, some of us will stay here, we fight for it.
Yeah, thank you.
You understand now?
Yeah.
If the hand can no longer be swinged to put it on your head, we are going to fight this. We are going to fight it once and for all. We are not going to wait to fight it again. Yoruba fundamental rights defender says, if power does not come to the south, particularly southwest, or let's say southeast, what we were agitating for before is okay, let the east have it. But the east cannot have their cake and stay there, cannot eat their cake and have it. They were saying they are leaving and they are still fighting for power. Until they are resolute and say, okay, Nigeria must hold, then we want power. And power is not served a la carte. You struggle for it. So it is not that somebody will come and give you power in your house. You struggle for it. And I use this medium to appreciate and eulogize the person of Sir Peter Obi, for running away. The Bible says, flee from all appearances of evil. So this is not the type of democracy he wants. And he went to this. So if that man we see him as being serious, we vote for him because the Easterners, they have tried, they have paid their dues as far as this nation is concerned. And the agitation is not out of place. You understand? But, you know, we have said, I am of Yoruba extraction. And whoever that worked must be able to reap the work he has worked for. Tinubu is not just saying he wants to become president. No. Tinubu wants to build Nigeria and transform Nigeria. We can't be in midst of plenty and be suffering. We don't need mediocres. Buhari came and wasted 8 years of our precious years. Look at life expectancy in Nigeria. People were built abroad. My mates in abroad, they don't have BP. They don't have it. We have been born with BP since we were born in Nigeria. Our pregnancy were carried with hypertension. Everything we do it. Then I know my in abroad, 70 years or 50 years or 60 years, they are still okay.
Thank you, Barrister Mayor. Thank you very much for your time this morning from Savannah News Television. Thank you very much.
God bless. We have been saying God bless Nigeria. Let us stem the tide for now. If Nigeria cannot work, let us do to thy tent, O Israel.
Thank you, Barrister Mayor, for your time this morning. From Savannah News Television, we appreciate your time, and to our viewers out there too. I'm sure you have gotten, one of the best presentations from our guest this morning. Barrister Mayor, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Gentlemen and ladies, we just finished speaking with a barrister at law, a politician, and a public affairs analyst. He has just really hit the nail on the head about the political serene happening in that country, Nigeria. Well, at this junction, I will say good morning to all my viewers across the globe, and here we draw the curtain.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Rade Konle Oduchibi Jacob. Savannah News TV. Remilete, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.